What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a story time video, and the story I'm going to tell you is going to help a lot of people. You see, the thing is that a lot of people are getting scammed every single day, and I was so close being that person as well. It's crazy because people will actually fall for it. So this happened about a few years ago. So it all started one day when I noticed some charges on my credit card from Amazon that I did not recognize. I hadn't purchased anything in that time frame. So when I saw this charge, I was like, you know what? Let me call Amazon and find out what these charges were. So I went on Google and typed in Amazon customer service number, and I called the number that came up in search, and man answered immediately, and he said he was Amazon customer service representative with Amazon support desk. Man answered and said, how can I help you? And I told him the situation. And then he asked for my email address to verify my account and have access to my account to see what's going on. Then he tells me that my Amazon account is compromised and it has been accessed in 3 different states that I've never been to. Then he asked me if I was close to any grocery store or Walmart, and I asked him why. And then he said, I need you to go to the closest Walmart and buy something that's called a blocking card. This card can be a Google Play card worth of $500. And then once I buy this card, I have to scratch the number and give it to him. And they will refund my money immediately once I do this. But then I was confused. I was like, okay, why do I need to do this? What does this have to do with my account being compromised? Then he said it was the only way for them to verify my account. And he said anyone can just call and pretend to be you. And he said your account is compromised and so many people now have access to my Amazon account. So the only way for me to prove that I'm the person this account belongs to, I need to purchase a card, a Google Play card in my location, and then call them. That way they'll get my IP address to prove that it's actually me, so everything matches on my account. So at that point, it didn't feel right. And then I asked him, I was like, whoa, is there any way I can verify my account? Like, do I need to spend this much money to prove that I'm the person who this account belongs to? And he was like, oh, don't worry, ma'am. You get your money back. Once you buy this card, we'll refund your money immediately. And then he says, ma'am, so this is the only way you can verify your account. And then he says, last night, someone else also made a purchase using your credit card on your account of $500. So if you don't do this to verify your account, these charges will go through. And there's going to be more money debited from your credit card by these hackers. At that point, panic kicked in. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna lose more money. All I could think about is me losing access to my account and lose more money to these people that hacked my account. So at that point, I finally agreed. I was like, okay, I'll go to Walmart and get a Google Play card so you can reverse these charges on my account. And he told me not to hang up on him, and he told me not to talk to anyone once I get to Walmart, to just go and get the card. If I hang up, I'm gonna lose connection. So I head to Walmart. Once I got inside the Walmart, I was looking for this Google Play card, and then I couldn't find them. And then I had to look for one of the Walmart employees to ask them where I can find these Google Play cards, because this was my first time buying these cards. Apparently I found a guy who was wearing a Walmart uniform, and then I said, excuse me, say, where can I find Google Play cards? And then he was like, oh, they are on that aisle. And then he said, how much do you want? I was like, oh, I want one more for $500. And then he looked at me suspiciously. And then he was like, what is this for? I was like, well, it's from Amazon. They want me. He said, don't do it. It's a scam. I was like, what do you mean it's a scam? At that point, I'm still thinking I'm talking to people from Amazon representative. After all, I found this number on Google. It's not like these people called me, to claim this and this, or you know what I mean, to get me to pay. I'm the one who called them. I found this number on Google. So how could this be a scam? And there was also another female Walmart staff who was also standing beside the gentleman I was talking to. And she also said this is a scam that has been going on for a while, and few people already been scammed. What's going to happen is once you give them the card numbers from the bag, the money will bounce. And these cards are non-refundable. So if you buy these cards, You are going to regret it. So at that time, the guy was still on the line, and then I just hung up on him. So that's when I had time to really think about it. So at that point, that's when I decided to go in my app, in my Amazon app on my cell phone, to look for the number. So I went and then I scrolled down, and then there's a section that says contact us, and then I checked the number to see if they match, because I was still confused, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm talking to Amazon, how could this be a scam? You see what I'm saying? At that point, I realized the numbers didn't match. It turned out the man wasn't a representative from Amazon. It was one of many fraudulent numbers posted by criminals to appear as Amazon support numbers. But at that time, I didn't know it at all. So I called that number instead from the app. I was actually able to talk to the real representative from Amazon. And I told them the situation. The guy that I spoke from Amazon confirmed that it's a scam. It's like, don't do it. It's a scam. We will never ask you to go buy Google Play cards. And then he said, there's nothing wrong with my account. No one hacked my account. And it turned out the charges that I was initially curious about was subscription I had forgotten, which was linked to my Amazon account, nothing more. There were no additional charges or hackers than this, scammer that I previously spoke to. So at that point, I was like, OMG, I came this close to getting scammed. And the reason why I didn't get scammed that day was luck. Pure luck. They almost got me. These bastards almost got me. So looking back, there were a few things that were off about the situation. First being, when I called the number from Google search, the man answered immediately. Like when you usually call official customer service now, you're gonna get a recorded voice, that's gonna tell you to press 1 for customer service, and that this was something that was off, that I didn't realize it at the time, that I overlooked at the time, that didn't even register to me at the time, that this wasn't actually like a legit customer service representative. And the second red flag is when he told me to go to Walmart to buy this card, he told me not to hang up, and he said you will stay online with me. If I hang up, I'm gonna lose connection and it'll be hard to reach them, which didn't make any sense in hindsight. Looking back, this was definitely obvious. These people just wanted to scam me. They didn't want to lose that opportunity. The thing is, like with scammers, they don't want the situation to go too long. So they want to overwhelm me and get you to make that rash decision without re-examining the situation. So they think like if I hang up, then I'll have time to re-examine the situation, or I might speak to somebody who's gonna like discourage me from doing this. Which ended up happening anyways, because God was on my side that day. And then the main red flag is they asked me to get a Google Play card of $500. Like, what legit company does that? So they said to verify my account, but at that time, I felt fraud. I had never been in that situation before. So there's definitely a few things to learn from my story. So first, never use a web search or Google search to find a customer service number for the company you do business with. Don't use Google search. Instead, contact the company through the official app or the web page you use to log in into your account. This was my number one mistake that day. And second, avoid any rash decision. Looking back, they were trying to overwhelm me before I had time to re-examine the situation. And panic is the main reason why people fall for scams. Like when you panic, sometimes you don't think rationally. Panic kicks in. These people, they want to make you scared and get you to make like a rash decision. So if you ever be in this situation, in a similar situation, take a deep breath. Give yourself enough time to think if this makes sense or not. They try to make you to make that decision very quickly and don't give you enough time to think. So if you ever get a phone call of someone claiming to be your bank or this company so and said, oh, you need to pay X and X, hang up and call back the official number you have and call them directly. So that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.